VP and versus Fnatic a little while ago.
Okay, Liquid on defense, FIREFLUX on attack.
Almost taking space and being disrespectful. I want to
It's
see
2-0
how
on
they're
the
gonna
pistols
play
at the
this one.
moment.
Well, confidence for FIREFLUX should be built back up
Oh mate,
already
pistols
from the comeback.
scare me so much when
For
someone
Team
plays at the
Liquid,
back
it's
here.
definitely there.
It's
The
not
stack up
numbers
on
though, so he
C,
won't
and a trap set.
shoot it,
Not
but he
just
might
Purple
check
in
it.
the corner, but the paranoia, all this off the contact of Camo. He'll see Hezecoil, the star of the show for FIREFLUX.
camera
last
bait.
time they played this map, but this time
The camera bait's
his
incredible.
appearance is cut short.
Speed up into the
Trap
two-person
sprung,
stack.
and it leaves the
Does
rest of
Nats
the
act
squad
big and
to
then
bleed
Trex
into this
baits,
A-site.
or...?
But look who's waiting for them here.
Trex and Nats, these are not two players that you really want to be running into. Nats already from above, almost baiting.
Look at
and
this, we
baiting
got a double
perfectly.
bait
If
on the
Nats
pistol.
ends up with more in
Got
the
baits
end,
on baits.
It's looking like right back to their defensive side, and right
It's
back
great
to
pistol.
winning ways.
3-0 on
It is
pistols.
completely clean from Team Liquid in the pistol and in zone flawless to start.
And think about it, that was a quick reaction to go to the A site.
Map
They
wide
burst
impact,
in,
yeah,
they
the
get
camera bait
slowed,
over towards
and
C
when
is
that
cool.
final fight comes down, not that long later, all 5 players from Liquid are there. All 5 swung that final fight, 4 from site and 1 from the stairs. And Liquid were all on the same page, and they played this to perfection.
Great round from them.
a good pistol, not gonna lie.
Hey, it's a
Both
really
in
nice
the last
pistol.
map.
Yeah, it was round 2 they lost in second half. I guess he wasn't happy with how the pistol played out.
This one he got 0 kills, but
It's not about winning though, it's about the strategy being correct. He can make the wrong move and it can work out. Doesn't mean you should make that move again. This time they're happy with what they
Miguel with the prime, thank you so much, man. Appreciate the 35 months. Morty, bro, thank you for that also.
It's on the
Appreciate the
floor.
50
a
months.
little bit careful. Well, Kachao
One enemy remaining.
currently has it in hand and looks to want to try and do some damage with it. An extra pickup would be nice, trying to create a little bit of space. See, look, now he has smokes to play with to sell the ruse. And in classic Turkish style, he looks to push the smoke. Liquid, though, at least trying to group up, and in the end it will be Purpo to close out the round. And Marshall lost.
Zaltis
The
as well,
Bulldog
thank you for
will
the
be
tier 1, man.
retrieved
Thank you for the 3
alongside
months.
the Guardian. And Liquid, it's not quite as clean as the pistol,
Thank you for
but
that also.
it's enough.
Yeah, it's not an end zone flawless, but a win's a win. They definitely get a little bit dicey, as you said, kicks going down, them not being able to hold the line to the rifle.
Kachal's on Omen. Yeah, they do it on, or at least they did it on Ascent as well. Then I think they changed their Ascent
He
comp.
was 0-6 before he finally started to answer up.
They changed it from the double Senti comp into like a
slow start
double
here could be a
duelist move.
sentence for FIREFLUX, but it's not just for him. As I said, Hezecoil for me has been the standout.
Made the
when it
low
comes
smoke
to
on this as
FIREFLUX.
well.
One more time.
So Hezecoil,
Yeah.
really good.
Okay.
So
Surely
watching
not
this
again.
round- oh, he's
Not the 2 biggest rounds.
dead.
Yeah, this same trap.
Oh my god, they're not even
Sits him in the
expecting
corner
it.
again.
Oh
He's gonna
boy.
not quite well off.
The boom bot's
held
getting
down
involved.
Achilles, but he now needs
Dude, they
to
went
offer
for,
1 versus 3. And while Trex is
The
dancing
2
with
biggest
death,
rounds,
he is winning.
pistol and a
3-0.
bonus, they play here twice and get
Another
owned by it
lights out
twice.
start for Team Liquid, and I'm getting deja vu.
Yeah, the boombot's helping them out there, as you said. It got the trade on one of those kills.
Hey, they got to be spamming
They
that.
were ready for him to be in that corner, right? You get marks for that. They swung him. You get marks for that. But his timing here was unbelievable. And that transfer onto Kachal, who's already, as we said, he was 0-6 last time.
He's halfway there.
Well, yeah. I guess his hope's living on a prayer. We got to see them bounce back soon. And it might not be this round. FIREFLUX known for the pistols. We said it last time. They ended up winning round 2 in the second half. But they need success. And I mean, in this round, it's also about the economy.
Curry was
It's
taken with the
already
prime.
getting
Thank
out
you
of
for the
control.
28
Like,
months,
should
mate.
they
Thank you
win
for that
this
also.
round? No, of course not. But if they give Team Liquid an in-zone flawless,
Why is Batu got the heavy armor? Is he meant to just
control? This defensive side
walk
will not
in?
just have to be beaten once, maybe twice.
He's the guy
or
getting the
3
info.
times on full buys before you get
Everyone
that
here can get
free
one shot.
follow-up. Danger for FIREFLUX if they fall flat. And already
Oh,
they
it's a
lost
strong
one.
nade.
Uh-oh. That's a lot of damage, and then stuck in the mud. It's easy for Nats. Purpo still trying to play an aggressive angle, and well, he should be in trouble here. He's fighting
Wait, he
forward.
actually done that.
Oh, now they'll walk into the hands of Trex, who's just waiting on that corner. Paranoia worked well, but Purpo still hasn't been cleared.
They play off each other so well here.
He takes damage at the
Been
beginning
beautiful
of the
to watch at the
round.
moment.
Another in-zone flawless for Liquid. And well, sure, I think FIREFLUX may have chosen
Angie's with the
to
Prime,
start on
appreciate
their
you.
weaker
Thank you for
side
that
here,
as well.
but
Appreciate the Prime usage.
I don't know if that would have been the right
IFM.
choice. I think they should have tried to run with the momentum a little bit, because they are
Much of the
giving
tier 1.
Liquid the chance to run away with it again in this first half.
Can we nerf the Outlaw? Yeah, it's a little busted, man. Just shoots too fast. I mean, this is it nerfed as well.
4-0 down,
They just
flat, giving Team Liquid
they went a little bit.
losing this
I mean, they could have
round,
gone harder
and
with the nerf for sure.
spirals out of control. A must-win for FIREFLUX, and they don't take a moment to breathe. Instead, they will roll with the momentum, but it seems to be Liquid's momentum that they're playing against.
I was gonna say, bro, this Tether is gonna sell him out.
The showstopper sent in and almost
Got a kill trip still.
right back into the chaos, right back into the corner.
Big nades.
Camo's traded
Oh.
back ×2. Stop the plant, bought them time, and rallied the troops for a retake before the site is even fully lost.
Kick still has
FIREFLUX
Omen
are
flash.
being interrupted early. That momentum not going anywhere as Camo claims another.
Whoa, bro, what's he done there?
Triple. He will pull it back from the verge
Yeah,
of
they're on the board, but
extinction.
their money is just in the bin.
They found a spark of hope.
Dude, I need a replay here.
Yeah,
It's like 6
honestly
kills
thought
in the
the
space
Camo
of
was
2
just gonna run
seconds.
through the whole team in that round. It looked like from this moment onwards, it was all she
Honestly,
wrote.
it's like a great round to
For the
lose.
last man standing in the corner, just able to
Just
pop
reset them.
head after
Ooh,
head
it's nice
after
shots.
head, and well, he was given 3 pixels, and he
Let's
hit
look at it.
all 3 pixels.
1, 2,
Well, the
3,
coaching
4.
staff
Can't
may
buy
be a little
next.
bit lucky they aren't sat
1,
there
2, 3.
calling the
Big
balls at
rounds.
6-0
Every all
down
has to be
again.
used.
Yeah,
Maybe
that's
not.
when they
Too
got
nice.
there first in the last. This time they've done it a bit earlier. But again, is that the start of something? Maybe it
Dude,
is. That's a good one
the
from
attack
Kachao.
Omen
They've
up.
got to be starting something. And Kachao finding himself on the board, and then with an opening pick in the next round, that's certainly a sign of better times on the horizon. FIREFLUX gave their opponent a lot of credits to burn, and burn them they have. Liquid, the 3 players on low cash coming out of this one.
I mean, you can still pop the Razor through that if you want.
This is FIREFLUX's chance to disintegrate that early lead.
Oh, don't
That's
pop
not
it
gonna
now.
help. Nat's gone. Showstopper is available, but I'm not sure if it's going to be committed anymore.
Smooch
You
with the
had
Prime. Appreciate the
yourself
10 months. Thank you for that, mate.
A 4v5, but that has dwindled even further.
Shame we didn't
At
pick
this
up far
point,
enough here. It would have been a spam
With a
kill.
couple of players low on credits, I think the only real decision left for Liquid.
What?
It's going to make you hesitate. Like, you go, okay, can we now win this? Can we now turn this round? But I think, unfortunately, just too little too late.
It just takes a second of listening to the ticking and you realize, yeah, the time is already too far gone. Good work by Kicks on the way out, but it is FIREFLUX with a second. Those weapons needing to be saved. Trex taking a risk that almost paid off. The op will be carried forward though. Batu defends it. And that second round for FIREFLUX. A 3K for Hezekiah, the standout who was standing outside of the game. Well, he
The
has
retakes on A.
stepped back
I
in
mean, they
to
probably
compete.
just don't have
2
great
rounds
success
to
in
go.
retaking A if they save this many times.
Connecting the follow-up.
What was it, the 4v5
Comfortable for
last
Liquid.
game?
Yeah, Kachao, good work in this round, and I agree.
I mean,
with
this
what
is a
Billy was saying.
3v5,
The
it's
first
not
time
crazy.
I think we watched him play on Omen. It was horrific. The next time, he was one of the best players in the server. So
Not
I think
Cuz
maybe
Lightyear
the
with
first shot,
the
we
Prime.
got a
Thank you,
glimpse of
11
where
months.
it can go
Appreciate it,
wrong,
bro. Thank
but
you.
He's definitely not a one-trick pony. And I think this attack side operator, at least in that round, was a solid one. Now the Blade Storm is going to give Purpo enough to keep the credits, keep the buy, and with a showstopper, and well, everything. They've got everything. Every single ultimate available to them. Even though you might not see a gun in his hand, this is a very, very strong buy from Liquid.
Yeah, and they're just protecting the orb the whole time.
For FIREFLUX, it was a 4-man stack up on A that they faced early on. Team Liquid took full control of Rubble, but Liquid are still gambling
Habardia
on
with the
that
tier
side
1.
of the
Thank you,
map.
mate. Appreciate you, bro. Thank you for the
Like,
6 months.
normally you see a team take Rubble and like, this guy stays, but the other two don't. They're ready for this double back from FIREFLUX, and the gamble with no utility on the B side,
Well, it's ults, isn't it?
you have to watch it. Yeah, indeed.
They're just playing retake. They're going, okay.
Retake on two different points.
I think it's just, okay, on B, we can clear the
Yeah,
whole
I mean,
site.
fine.
On C, we can clear the whole of back
Batu with
site.
Blanket, so
With that Nightfall, then we send through a showstopper, and we can clear any of those
Liquid
angles.
going ults into this, they
Whereas
must be.
there's a lot more deep angles you can hold on to. Now we get to see
It's kind of
if
nice
that
for
was the right
FIREFLUX. They
position.
keep Vice Wall.
Well, semi-dodge the ult, but actually at the same time, the Nightfall goes through on the other side. But
It's
not
a very
really a way
early
to
fade
activate
ult.
onto that yet. I think that might be just a little bit early. We'll see if the showstopper. No, he gets nothing. Kachao picks him out of the air. It becomes tougher and tougher. This was the ult round. Liquid need to get something from it, and they are quickly finding a couple of kills.
Mate, what is Kachao meant to do here?
Position now becomes more of a burden than
What is
anything.
Kachao meant to do
Losing
here? Not
players
planning
up
for him.
until Hezekiah, but it's being stuck. It's being
Very,
held
very
all the
nice
way
on this.
along. And even if the
Big
ults initially
rounds.
weren't the best, Liquid
A lot of ults
hold
used into this.
victory.
As soon as they wrestled the control out of that corner, it looked like the round was solved. But Kachao gave them a real lifeline on FIREFLUX, taking out that showstopper. It stopped the push, but only for a moment. Liquid wrestled that control out of their hands, and at that point, it's panic stations on FIREFLUX. Like, you've got to run at that spike. You know it's being diffused, but Liquid have body after body to throw at the defense to delay you.
Yeah, that's the problem. The showstopper meant they kind of had to play broken up.
Looks like people have lost count to
Well,
Yuto.
easy as-
Yeah, they just put the fade out into nothing, right?
I don't know.
Kix is doing something different today. He had a double spray down at Collat. Now he's doing this.
Yeah, he's killing a lot of people he can't see.
Yeah, the nade's
And this
decent.
buy from FIREFLUX
Oh my
sucks.
god. Wait,
And
whose nade is
sucks
that?
Even worse. First you take the duelist off him, then you
Wait,
take his
who's,
life
that's not the
altogether,
nade I
Derek.
was talking about.
Oh, this is a tragedy. Well, Deading just wanted the ace. The 1v5. He won't
Right,
get
you
it.
have to. I mean,
He won't get it either.
you can
don't
always
know what's
rely on
gonna
the
think you
EMEA
want. And
replay
inside
guys to
flawless,
show
and
us the
it's
nades.
Liquid right back to winning ways.
How can it be a flawless?
Well, we
Derek
might
got
even
killed.
see it like twice.
That's a great point, actually.
I must have
Tom,
missed
yeah.
that one.
I wonder how that happened. But for Liquid, yeah, it is now 6-2, and for FIREFLUX, so many pieces missing.
Oh,
compared to
he
what
had
we
to
saw.
dodge that one?
He
Okay,
dodged
it's not
one
that
and then ran
bad.
into the other
It's
one.
not
Okay,
that
there's
bad.
nothing that could be done there.
It's good, you know. He took the orb away from the other
Yeah,
ace.
yeah, it's actually better.
Sure.
Smart play. Smart play.
Let's go with that one.
300
Well,
IQ.
It's no surprise that FIREFLUX now going to call themselves a pause. And a man I know you wanted to talk about, Hezekiah. You brought him up a couple of times.
Yeah, I said this guy's been the standout. Just take a look at his stats. Last time they played this, it was against the Tier 2 comrade. They're up against Job Life, and, well, the stats speak for themselves. The assist per round might go down off Smoker and on a Vice, but other than that, it's been a step up in every department. Kachao had a good game, but Hezekiah stole the show. And here today, we look to both of them
His
to
sandwich,
carry
yeah,
that
there's nothing
mantle
you can do on
forward,
this one.
to keep that same energy, and now they're doing
Chat,
it
if
at
Liquid
map
win
down.
today,
It is do
I'm
or
washing
die,
this
and
t-shirt, though,
replicating
just
that
as a heads up.
performance, it could
Because
be
if they
the
get to
key
champs,
getting FIREFLUX
that's like
all
the
way to
goal.
split.
Yeah, the problem is,
I can't
again,
keep wearing this t-shirt.
they're running out of runway. Their defensive side, we saw in the last map, it was Stellar, same versus Job Life. You highlight him, it's no surprise that a lot of that was on the defense, like where he was able to lock down that C side of the map.
You said you couldn't
just
wash
like the
it?
last
Mate,
map,
I said I wouldn't
incredible
wash it. I would
defensive
wear
side.
it until they get to champs.
But you gave yourself no wiggle
This would
room. They
be
basically had to
champs.
win every single round in a row to close out, and they got very, very far. They got to 10 from 11-2 down, but if they go in the same
Kiki,
place,
hello,
I
how we
fear
doing?
that eventually
Appreciate the prime.
a Nats,
Thank you for the 22
maybe in
months.
this
Hope
case
you're
a
doing well.
Trex, who's having a great game, or any of the other crazy players that we've seen throughout.
That's
We'll
disgusting.
just
It's
close
not
out
even
one
that
of those
bad.
rounds, and unfortunately,
I
for
wore it
FIREFLUX, I
last
don't think
EMEA,
the
6
2
hours.
is going to be anywhere near enough.
Last
No,
EMEA,
absolutely
6
not. And I
hours.
think it goes back
This
to
is
the
that's
question
it.
that we had earlier on.
Fine.
You said about starting on your favorite
Not even a full
side,
day.
perhaps for FIREFLUX,
you were doing a
starting on
24-hour
that
stream.
defense would have been the right play. We saw from Liquid that they gave themselves enough of a runway on a comfortable half of Haven that they were able to recover despite a miserable follow-up to it.
Sweating? I don't
For
even sweat.
FIREFLUX,
It's Iceland, bro.
yeah,
It's
I
like
think that the
8 degrees
upside
right
I'll
now.
give is that you have to know your team. Right? Getting a tough half out of the way, for some teams will crush their
Chat,
momentum.
I know some of you
They'll
haven't
think
showered
they're
in
out
3
of it,
days.
even
Why are
though
you
they're going
typing to
into
me?
their favor.
I know what you
Some
guys are
players
like.
aren't emotionally intelligent enough to look past
Oh, he hasn't washed his
the
shirt
last 30 minutes
for 12
and see
hours or
what's in
something.
front of them.
Mate,
For FIREFLUX, I don't
you,
think they're
some
a
of you,
team
some of you
that
lot are
will
stinking
suffer
right
from
now.
that. But it's hard to tell when you move to an arena like this. But we had questions about how these teams would perform on the EMEA stage in Berlin. in a smaller environment, at times without a crowd. Well, that's not the case here. And now it's a fresh challenge. So
it's Camo with the Prime. Appreciate the 11 months.
I think Batu's screams and wails will bring anyone
Thank you
back
so much.
into
Thank
a
you,
game.
thank you.
But I don't know that, and neither do FIREFLUX. Today is when we find that out.
Yeah, for sure. And I think as well, you then have to look at the opponent across the stage. Because,
Why did Hero
yeah,
take such a
they've
hit
been
on
through
this?
some incredible teams. I think them beating Vitality, obviously,
Right,
a
it
team
wasn't
that is going to
fully
champions
directed
on
at you.
points. They denied BBL the
You just
ability
kinda
to
took the shot,
make
man.
it to champions in the first place. Even took down Heretics in that initial upper bracket, who went out of champions contention today. The problem, though, is you go through all of these teams, you grow, you get better, you get better. Liquid in the lower bracket are always the final.
Oh, Hero,
ones.
I got a proposal for you. An off-stream proposal. I'll message you
There could be no consistence through everything.
at some point this week.
Yeah, but it's Liquid in the lower bracket, and it just seems to happen every single time. And now they are at that final step. They are at that, okay, we can just go to champs if we win this game.
Secret?
Sure, there's
I mean, it
other
won't be a
ways they
secret
could
once
go
it gets
to champs,
announced,
like
it'll be
they
fine.
rely on Foot to win the next game, whatever.
Fish wants you
Liquid don't
free,
falter
yeah.
in these moments. In fact, it wouldn't be
How do you want to
surprising
come
say
work
that
for
even
no
though
salary,
Foot,
actually?
if you go over the year and everything that's happened as of recent have been the better side, if they go into that lower bracket final versus them, Liquid may even be favorites because it's the lower bracket, because Foot's momentum have been broken. That's what FIREFLUX
How long are we
have
here
to
for?
be. History, experience, and yes, they've already done that every step of the way. But
We
when
did
you
like
get here
what,
versus
25
Liquid,
minutes
it's
earlier,
10
20
times
minutes?
harder.
What's
The
another
thing is,
20
you're
minutes?
talking about Liquid in a lower bracket, often fighting for tournament survival, often fighting for a trophy, and sure, we've got the same things here, but what you're often not talking about is them making it to champions. You add on an extra
23 minutes,
accolade that
45
they're fighting
seconds.
for,
Mate, are you
and
timing
they
the
hit
tech
another
pauses?
power level. We're over 9,000 for Liquid now, and it certainly seemed like that in half number one of Haven. The one little bit of
Do you
hope
work
I
for
give to
KitKat trying to see if
FIREFLUX
you're
is
getting your
they
money's
get out of
worth?
this half with 4 or
Just
5
counting
rounds,
every second.
They can come out and go, you reckon they'll cool off in the second half? They certainly did last time. Like, I think it's easy to sell yourself that you're still in the game, but we need to see them push past this mark. And like I said, the
tech ball shirt? Bro, you can't call this the tech ball
The
shirt.
players that we rely on, the ones
This is
that
a
you
Liquid
would
winning
tout
shirt.
as
The tech ball
superstars
shirt is gone.
of
You
this
guys
roster
somehow
are
persuaded my
footnotes in
girlfriend
the
to
series
ban
so
it or
far.
something.
Camo and Purpo. If anything, the highlights for me have been them, especially Purpo's lurks on B, throwing rounds away, mistiming things, peeking with the back turn, unscoping on the op wall out in the open, and a dude swings you and takes a freebie. They've been
The vlog's
mistakes,
nearly done.
And yet, even though you have those
I had to
two
call in an
players
edit, so
quieted
I
on
was
the other
losing my
side,
mind trying to
you have
edit it.
Trex dominating
I can't
in
edit.
map number
It's not a
one.
thing.
And now Kix is 10-2.
But I'm
He's
also
killed 3
stubborn, so it took me
people
about
through
3 weeks to
smokes.
accept that I needed
They're
help.
feeling it on Team Liquid, and FIREFLUX, they got themselves back into Haven, sure, but it was impressive because it's rare to see. Now we got to see it again.
Yeah, we got to see it again, and we got to see it on the map choice
Well,
of
hopefully
their
not
opponents.
there. Hopefully they don't start slow there, so we wouldn't need to see it.
We'll have to wait and see. Purpo, it's going to get out of there unscathed.
Oh, mate.
Back into the game. Players reconnected.
I thought he was fully
Everything
going for
as
it.
it was. I'm on for the attack side. They've got the Vipers pit. Reezy has been having a very tough time so far, but if I was to describe him as a player, it's a man of moments. He had the greatest moment for FIREFLUX so far as an organization to take them here in the first place, the final round.
Dude, Liquid have got a lot of new setups for this one.
I think they would take one of those moments right about now.
That was a beautiful round, but no time to dwell
Well,
on the
what
past.
is
It's
that?
all about the future, and for
That's
Reezy, there's no
nuts,
future
by the way.
in this round.
Well, there goes the
He's
Viper.
been taken out by Trex. Liquid with an opening. Can they follow up on it and push FIREFLUX to the brink? Those credits down low, and the timing terrible
what a savior.
for Kachao as Camo looks back to re-clear B, finding a man in the open, and now they're looking.
Lovely,
at
mate.
Camo.
They bait
That
so
takes
well, by the way.
freebie. It's
Like
all
their actual
going
team play on
wrong
defense is
for
very nice.
FIREFLUX. A big
Every single
investment,
time there's like a
and
trade
there
or
is
some kind
no
of bait.
upside, no gain,
And then
no
everyone who needs to
profit
play
to
next
be
is always
found
playing
here.
next.
The attackers trail. And it's getting worse as the rounds go on. A pinpoint accurate nade. Hezekor with a chance to connect a few
And
headshots.
that is no money.
But only the one will be found. It's not an in-zone flawless. That's the silver lining.
Yeah.
But it's a very gray cloud in front of and over FIREFLUX right now.
Yeah, that's not going to help. But then everything from that point onwards is FIREFLUX taking space that they thought Liquid had given up, and Liquid were very, very aware. In fact, I love that 1-2 punch from Camo and Nats. Like
someone else
saying,
wasn't shot for 3 days.
Fights the first, but then it's Nats going, okay, they're going to go through this angle. I'm
could
going
smell
to
him,
reposition
apparently.
into a spot that a guy was in 4 seconds ago. Like, they're not going to expect me to be here. Again, just a phenomenal read on the game.
Everyone could get one shot.
Something that, you could argue in his case, he does better than anybody else. And currently 11-3. All right.
It might sound silly, but doing it better than anyone else was impressive when he was doing it on his own, when he was the lurker in a team.
Yeah.
But doing it as an IGL, and of course, then he can.
Can you
let
react
the team
harder?
give him the space
Oh
and
my
keep
god, I
control
can't
it.
believe you've
get
been banned
that,
for an hour.
But it's so impressive that
There's
he
your
keeps
reaction,
that
mate.
level
Okay.
alive. Now, Kix, who's at a very high level so far, he's had his head split open. He's out of the round, and it's a 4v5 that I feel like Camo wants to peek into. He's
Whoa! There's your reaction.
delirium from Camo, a 4K. The fourth never
Holy
shut
shit, it was unreal. It was unreal. Dude, that guy, all he had to do was wait like 5 seconds. That was insane.
Wishes are coming true.
That 4th kill was outrageous.
If that was a birthday wish, you're not supposed to tell anyone those, but...
Oh, mate.
Seen it. That is crazy! That
Oh,
is
it's
crazy!
one of the best,
Slow
bro.
it down. Hang it in the loop. That's just nasty.
I brought tears to my eyes. What was that
That was
shot?
sickening.
I'm guessing Kix is happy he died there because he got to watch that live, just like the rest of us. Yeah, guys, I'm just going to run in and die so I can watch Camo pull off magic.
You could see him on the edge of the smoke. He was fighting the green goblin in his head, going, "Peek, you coward!" And he peeked. Oh my goodness!
But he was definitely telling him to kill them. There's no doubt about that. Insanity.
Wow.
And well, if you could think of the last thing FIREFLUX needed in that moment, it was for Camo to go, yeah, you know, you said I was having a quiet day.
At least it was against an eco, I guess they're
Still
thinking,
is.
but
Still ready to go. 8-2. I'm fed up of saying Silver Lions. It was a low buy, but who cares?
I'm the
The-
biggest hater.
Oh,
Here
boy.
we go. And straight in with the showstopper, Camo. Give him a moment to breathe.
his spike down as well.
Liquid boots
No,
on their
he's
neck,
just-
and
he
he's
swung. He
taking
swung.
Ka-chow.
Of course he
I
did.
mean, like what? Like, what have they fed this guy? Where have they found him?
FIREFLUX players. That's what they've been feeding it the entirety of the game.
It's a bloody feast for Camo, for Team Liquid in general. They're happy to just eat his scraps. 9-2 now. No quarter given, and they better be praying for a second half Liquid, for a Liquid choke.
Oh, on this one, yeah.
It's, anything but a miracle, and it's a 2-0.
Sometimes you gotta
in front of
secure it.
Realistically,
Even
with the
that
amount
before
of
it was done.
FIREFLUX players he's eaten, eventually he's got to choke, right? They're just shoveling them down in such quick succession.
He's going bone and all, so if something's going to get stuck, you have to hope.
Nats 14-3, Camo 13-4,
14-3. Dude, it's just
no
no deaths.
Warrior, but what is
No
there to
deaths, no
talk
kills,
about this
whichever way you look
stage?
at it.
The last few rounds out of Camo for Nats to still be ahead.
Yeah.
Obviously, he got a 3K as well recently, but
Mate, Pablo, you fully missed your timing, bro.
get away
Don't go
from
for it.
there. Thank you.
They have no fear at this stage. They're not worried about anything. Trex. Oh no, it's Nats in fact running through.
Oh. Dude, if he held strong there.
They're trying to hunt him down and
Nah,
try
it's
as they
messed
might.
up.
This man is immortal.
It's messed
He's
up.
ascended to an
Look at their
eternal plane
HPs.
and- Well, they have to be non-believers. That's the only way they can kill him. A 3v2. The HP, guess what? It's low on the FIREFLUX side, and they even know where Ka-chow is. Something needs to ignite the Turkish squad. And while I think someone's about to light them up, Camo already.
N2
Another
half.
on the body pile. Batu,
Once
his
again.
clutch is a bit crazy, but they don't even give him a chance. Yes, you are living in the same story as the last map, because it's another 10-2 half for Liquid.
I kind of want to watch that ace again, man. It's so good.
FIREFLUX, they got lucky to make it so close in the previous. Now, a bounce needed to bring us to map number 3, to keep their dream of champions alive, and to keep Liquid out. For FIREFLUX, This isn't the game we hope to see. Let's see if our special guest can give us some hope. We've got an interview standing by with Kayak.
Tengo a un invitado muy especial conmigo. I have a very important guest with me joining for this very important match for EMEA. It's Kayak.
My guy wanted a
from
picture with
Fnatic.
him.
Kayak, first of all, how are you doing? ¿Cómo
First
estás?
timing ever.
A bit different experience. Usually I'm here as a player, but I'm enjoying it. It's fine. All the people are like really loud, so it's pretty fun.
Yeah, we have pretty fun people. Le pregunto que qué tal está, que obviamente es diferente para él porque
Cuteboy47, thanks so much for the gifted, bro. Appreciate that. Chat, you know what to do. It's like Oilers spam. Get it going. If you got gifted by Cuteboy47, please add them, say thank you. 136, man. Crazy number. Thank you so much for the support.
It was like 50-50 for me, but I didn't expect like Liquid to be that good. To be fair, like FIREFLUX is like not delivering today, I would say, but Liquid are also like playing pretty well. So yeah.
Le pregunto que si esperaba el resultado que estamos
Liquid
viendo.
look great, man.
La verdad que está sorprendido.
This is what I was trying to say on Plat chat. If you take out the 13-4 game they lost, they've just been smashing people on other maps.
If you could say something to FIREFLUX right now, or if there's something that they could focus on to bounce back from another 10-2 half, what would it be?
Just round by round, you know, like they did in the last map, they almost came back, but it was close. But like if they go round by round, they can make it maybe.
Le pregunto también porque él tiene mucha experiencia jugando en el Tier 2 y sobre todo para la gente de FIREFLUX en los que apoyen, que qué es lo que le diría a él si pudiese hablar con ellos. Y él dice que ronda a ronda, poquito a poquito, básicamente como lo estaban haciendo en el mapa anterior, que estuvieron muy close de cerrarlo, pero así está. Well, Kayak, thank you very much. We'll get to enjoy the rest of the event.
It's always great to see him. Not down on that stage this time, but we know it won't be long until he's back. For FIREFLUX, maybe we'll have to say the same. These players won't be going anywhere. They've challenged some of the best in the EMEA, but now they've come up against what could be the best at beating the Tier 2. That is for sure an accolade Liquid are about to claim and double down on. 10-2 up. A miracle needed for FIREFLUX to have a chance.
Well, yeah, the last two games they played were
A default and then two-person win for the reaction.
Eliminating Eintracht. This lower bracket run for Liquid.
Do they normally react like this when they lose?
It's taken the challengers and it's stamped on them. Going into next year, they'd probably be the team to fear when it comes to those matches to make it. And while in lower brackets of EMEA, there is no one better.
They both jumped at the same time. They got good info on this.
Your foots, keep your vitalities. A lower bracket Liquid might just be the most powerful force on
The Sheriff on the Omen? Yeah, sure. I'm not the biggest fan of Sheriff on the Omen, man. Like, double smoke is so important.
Playing for survival isn't just what Team Liquid are here for. That trophy draws them in, but the chance to see another trophy in person, to lock themselves in for champions just rounds away. They're coming out of a half of utter dominance. FIREFLUX need a pistol. Or a second round, I suppose. They've been good at those. Camo's snuck up close here and will be caught out on that A site. An opening duel for FIREFLUX that keeps the flame alive.
That's just found a gap. That's very worrying. It's always a problem, but it's whether or not the time actually gives enough for him to strike. And no, he's been caught anyway. Looking like a pistol will at least go their way unless Trax has another truly absurd moment. He managed to clutch out the second pistol on map number 1, but I think this one is a bridge too far. A pistol at least under the belts of FIREFLUX, but let's just say they were close on the last comeback. This one
Here
also
we go
needs
again.
to be almost perfect.
Yeah, maybe.
Well, last time a little bit of extra leeway.
It's Viper Vice, man. It's strong on defense.
Pistol won the second, so you know it does actually set you up in a better state to win out the half or to have more rounds. But that's not really the point. Point is,
they get one extra wiggle room round.
10's all they get, baby. 10's all they get. One extra wiggle room round, but Liquid get a better buy sooner. But never mind that. Never mind that. What matters is 10 is all they get. For FIREFLUX, it has to be the motto. Has a coil on the defense. Chance for him to have that uptick that we've seen from him last time around. Of course, it was against Job Life. This time, Team Liquid seemingly putting up a bigger barrier.
They're by a little low on defense in terms of guns.
Faces of FIREFLUX, but in the eco, The anti-eco,
They
I
hit.
suppose, from
They have
FIREFLUX's
so
perspective,
many
it
running
is
heaven here.
Starting off very well. Straight push into the spawn. Deading ready and waiting. Claiming orb after orb, and it won't be a clean round, but how many more bruises can Camo deliver? And it is none.
How close do they get to all?
The main
Off.
thing, they keep the 2 rifles. The Marshal, especially with
They get a
getting
really
that
good
many
bonus,
kills,
though.
I wouldn't be surprised if it's upgraded.
Take a slight risk on
immediately into the
defense,
operator,
big
and there
reward
you
here.
go. And they're going to come in with the rifles as well. So they are playing this as pretty much a full buy across the board. Maybe Batu will be a little bit more worse for wear, but when you're in this sort of position, you can't have a bonus round, really. You can't sit there and go, okay, let's give them 1, and then we'll break back. It's just not an option anymore. FIREFLUX are going for broke.
Yeah, they go all in.
All or nothing for them. It's been the way they've played the whole tournament. They knew they had to go the distance. No prize for them in second place. Deading right off rip in with 1, and he's looking confident, but eventually has to flee.
Oh,
Fading
Purple.
back towards the site.
Mate, why do they...
Almost caught out.
They
The
love
side
a...
on Haven was
They love a lurking
not
jet.
kind to him on the attack. His lurks were always caught. His space always given up. This time around, he won't push his look. Meeting back up with the troops towards the A site where the pressure is being put on to Kachao unknowingly. He's got a player right up next to him in that smoke already. And he's none the wiser, setting up a paranoia. Nats could walk through here and claim a freebie. This man's read on the game. Near flawless so far. And with Batu falling, that first kill, the flick of the dominoes.
They might have
And
to save the
FIREFLUX see it
op
all
here.
come crashing down around them.
Oh, good molly.
Do they go for this now? Oh, that's nice. That's very nice. And it's bought additional time. It gives an opportunity, but it is still all or nothing. The weaponry for the next round will be missing if they gamble and lose. And Liquid are just waiting. Reezy already jumping down. Now they tried to strike. Nats has been cleared again, giving them a further advantage, but still 2 players
Low
sit
HPs.
on incredibly low HP. The remaining Liquid players look to try and fight together, and Kicks has done well.
One
Look
bullet.
at that health bar. Purpo is the healthiest. A swing out at the right time could end this round, but they are letting the clock do the work
Kicks
for
played
them.
this pretty well.
Fight forward, Kicks has found another, and now Dedic is all that stands in their way from another clutch scenario, another weaker position. Slipping out of their fingers,
Right
the
here.
operator shot even lands, but it is irrelevant.
It's nicely played from Kicks, man.
Perfect hold from
The
Liquid.
TP away was good. He took a
And
risk
while I
when he had
spoke
1
about
bullet.
the damage
He
this
didn't know
will
where the
do
other
to
one was.
FIREFLUX, we'll have to wait and see what they come out with.
That's a big blow, losing a round like that.
Yeah, I mean, in theory, 2 of them
Started
can't
with
buy,
success,
so
but Nats manages
you can
to
see like
thread the
Judge,
needle.
Stinger or something.
And as soon as they find that 1 pick, equalize it to a 2v2, they know the op's in play. They know it's on the way. They just buy time. Run that clock all the way down. Beautiful play by Liquid. Tightening up.
Would you rather have
play,
TMV as your
even though they're
assistant
so
coach or have
far in the
Prius
lead.
as your
This is
assistant
not a
observer?
group stage game. This isn't for pride
I mean,
to say they were
I would
the
just
better
work with
squad.
Prius
This
because
is for
I could just do all the
champions.
work and
And Liquid
could
are
just sit
playing
there.
like it. Nats
And then if
in
anything goes wrong, I just blame him.
Kachao's face. He'll fall eventually, but he knows there's 2 more towards the A site. There's weaknesses somewhere, and it's on the rest of the crew to find them.
At least for now, the pressure put onto C would not be the
That
weakness.
is a lose-lose
But
though.
that
Nice shot, man.
from Purpo is nasty. Batu cleared. Deading has his ult, so that's why he was left alone. The other 2 players need to try and hold
Oh,
the
what was his
line,
satchel?
and they get a singular kill. Liquid are just steps away.
I mean, they got
And for
nothing.
A save now would feel like a death sentence.
Yeah, he's just got to go for it.
But at
2
the
full
same
loss bonus
time-
on top of this.
A push into 3 players might just be an execution. They know exactly where he is. The peek up a little bit risky. In fact, he will clear out Trex. He's given an opportunity. Showstopper is still available for him.
Wait, he
but
didn't take that shot?
he doesn't want to
Wait,
get picked out of the
Purple.
air. He doesn't want to give Purple that advantage, waiting to try and clear him. There's
That's
a second,
crazy.
but that time starting to tick down. If he's going to make the move, it needs
Time?
to be now, but does he have enough on the clock? I'm not sure there's going to be enough
I
time.
think he's got
just
it.
going to look to try and hold this all the way through. And I think it's just
Holy
about
man.
got it. Benning will
That
bring
was a
him to
nuts
life.
1v3.
That never should have happened.
That
God,
was
they're gonna
gone.
feel like they can do it
round
after
was
that.
gone. Their heart had
Mate,
stopped.
Purple just
FIREFLUX
never
were
took
dead,
the shot
but
ever.
Deading has brought them back to life. hope of light at the end of a very long tunnel. But they won't give in to darkness.
Bad from Trex facing.
Not just yet. Not while Deading's got some fight left in him. That puts him on top of the board. That rallies the troops. But for Team Liquid, a slip-up won't keep them back for long. They give it up. Throw their credits to the wind. Save what they can for the next. This should be a lost round. They'll give FIREFLUX 6. Fight from there.
Spike down B.
Not this again, dude. They never make it easy, man.
Red Bull clutch.
It's never meant to be easy.
If somehow, by some miracle, they were to turn it, that will be the point.
Oh, for sure. That's the moment.
That will be the moment that history changed, but we've seen it already on the first map. It's one thing to streak rounds together. I think, what was it, like 7 in a row, maybe even 8 in a row.
Why do people like this Bucky skin? It's the Jorgamo clip.
Can find just 2.
Gotta blame Jorgamo for that one.
I'm sure Trex, with the Bucky in hand, he's hoping that someone gets greedy. And you know what? A lot of the time, he would be bang on. This FIREFLUX squad love to push, love to fight, love to get those orbs. But I think at this stage, they're starting to realize the severity of the position they're in. Their own economy, so important. And even looking at the man that's dead, Batu. We've spoken about him as a leader that has revitalized himself. A man that lost a crazy streak. Now this game feels
a
more
lot
like
of ults. Almost every ult if they can get an ult.
But if they can start winning rounds together, it doesn't matter anymore.
It's a thing for FIREFLUX. This had to be a clean round. It was. Well handled. They come into this, we talked about their run here on the Tier 1 stage has been about survival, about making it all the way, all or nothing, feast or famine. Well, for FIREFLUX now, they're really in survival mode. They've been backed into a cage, but all that's left really is for Liquid to close the door. But this
Why doesn't Riot allow strats of paper
to
on the
fight
desk?
back.
We were told
Big play
that it
from
looks
Deading,
messy.
a follow-up, but how much more
But
can
honestly,
they
I
build
think
from
it's
here?
just good.
I'll be honest, I think the
I think
door has been closed.
it means
and they're
there's
just hoping
more
the latch
room
is a
for
little
like
bit loose.
IGLs to have
It's like,
impact.
hey, that latch is a little bit, oh, maybe we could break through
This is
that.
a cheap crate, we'll get out. Yeah, well, listen, they've certainly got the muscle, they've got the brawn to do it. They just got to find those weak points.
And the funny thing is from Liquid, like from a coaching perspective, all you really need to say is, yeah, guys, if you could just not throw a 3v1 to a guy you know exactly where
Means
he is.
coach
and
can
know
have
how to
impact
show
also.
stuff.
Yeah, but I would say the
We won.
notes
Like,
would
that's it,
lean
that's
more
game
into
over.
coaches
That was
having
the point
impact, to
where
be honest.
everything was on the line.
Like
All the
personal
credits were
notes for each
invested.
player.
The man started the round with the judge.
I'll give Trex that one peak.
The problem at the
because
moment
he's
is
going, "I would've won that
players
last
get
map." And
too
yeah, he
overloaded.
would've, but he didn't this time. You get that one little moment.
If
Gotta
that
kind of
costs you
find out what
champions, I
player
don't think
can
anybody
handle
cares if it's one little moment.
Thing
how
is,
much
there's so many
information.
rounds in front of you, that doesn't cost you champions unless you do it again. And now nobody can make those mistakes anymore. It's time to lock in. Not just your players, but lock in your spot. The biggest
Every
event of the
single
year,
ult.
Liquid. It all comes down to
Fade
this.
ult, the
2
fade ult
rounds
hits,
are
raise
all
ult.
they need.
All that.
Fill in their card. Hezekiah's being caught by that ulti. And Liquid are right at the gates. He looks for the fight, though. Steps forward into the battle, and there's a
Oh, he got him
rocket at
though.
his feet.
Yeah, I think
4
he
here, they're gonna fast
assumed
flood.
He was dead to rights.
Spike hasn't committed, they can just pivot B easy.
Has given at least a trade in his name. The aggressive push back, the TP. Ooh. It was almost a freebie, but
Two on
kicks.
stairs.
Okay, Kachow. He wanted that fight. Look at the ground that's been taken by this
21
Liquid
HP.
side. The C site is open for business, but they've taken a lot of damage on their way in. And with Reezy now clearing stuff towards the A site, I think it's being pieced together by FIREFLUX.
I mean, they do have vision
Yeah,
block if they
rotating
want a
through
Viper ult.
the entirety of the map, while Nats has already caught one on B, is a nightmare.
might stick close
He could
on
be
site.
genuinely anywhere. But Liquid are playing this together. From the site, in fact. For Dead Ink and Op, he hopes to catch them on an angle here. There's no favorable fight for him. stepping in. You might have to rely on Reezy, a Viper's Pit. It would negate Dead Ink a little bit. It will get you towards that spike. Coverage
Not
looks
even sure it
decent.
reaches.
There could be a...
Yo,
I mean,
that's
there's
rough.
not a lot of angles he could be on. It's quite spammable. Where
Got it
he's at,
half.
but for now already made it to half. A reveal inside and a blind spam from Trex has got one.
Why is it always like
He looks
this?
to put the hammer down, and he may have done it already. The
Whoa.
clock to decide it.
That's so
And Nets
scary,
is
man.
short, he didn't.
Okay,
12
6.
to 6. Liquid have
Keep
their
going for
round. A big ultimate removed from FIREFLUX and damage to the economy. The beginning.
How many
of
ults
the
did they have to use
end.
to get this? At least
It
3.
appears to be now.
Yeah, we were talking about a streak needed, and that streak ended very, very fast. It wasn't the worst of starts, but just look at the amount of map control that was lost, the amount of chaos that was caused by Liquid just almost being behind them at every turn. You could see that Kachao was almost caught initially. A player was then caught, and then this spam
Searcher.
basically ruined the day. It's not the prettiest way to win a round, but if you're on that Liquid side, you don't care how. You just care that it happens. 6 in a row. 6 chances for Liquid. And they are on their way to champions.
Why
And
the
they will make
replay,
it
man?
to the lower bracket final. The streak of victories in their path once again. The second they hit that lower bracket. And for FIREFLUX, whatever their coaching staff has got, it needs to be now.
It's crazy when you go back to like 2020, 2021, to think of a player like Nats having the impact that he did back then in that old meta and still delivering arguably more, especially with the IGL role in this modern era. You think about the players who used to compete back then. Well, from his team, we still have like Kron around, but like where's Redgar? Where's Shadas? Hell, I know from different teams at the time. Mixwell's behind me watch partying. You know, everyone's gone, or at least in the tier 2 now. They've fallen down. They're bringing up the new generation. Nats is bringing the new generation with him, and it's so impressive to see him grow into this role.
Yeah, it's
looking
not the-
better and better as a leader, as
not
a
the
player,
best buy on
and as
this.
a caller. Day by day.
Omenult to push him
12 and
away
6.
from sight.
FIREFLUX's biggest
Double
competition
duelist to send.
so far. Biggest challenge. 6 in a row, an OT, and a map
Okay,
3 needed.
Omenult to give them info on site.
They have been slowed at least.
They
for
held
a
the
second.
angle the whole time as well, so
Or maybe at
it
least
could be
some
someone
of them
like
have.
here, maybe.
Purpo just
Oh,
walks
bro,
it.
they got
He
no
just
idea.
sends it. He wants to
They
end
thought they
it
jump
here and
baited it.
now, and Reezy has been left without a whole lot of support.
1 knife left of him.
That Jet taking verticality, but there's a trade back. Reezy has said he's a man of moments. They need 6 moments in a row, but if he can
Totally
deliver the
locked in.
first, they won't mind.
They're boxed in as well. Denning's got the flank. There's no need for a rotation, for hesitation, and Reezy, the savior of FIREFLUX, he brought them here, playing against the odds, and it looks like holding the line has bought them more time. Trex, well, as clutch as he has been, he's got 3 more to take down.
He's
Don't
got
give
Fade
him
Eye. He's got a little bit of time.
30 seconds left on the clock is more than enough for Trex, and you keep giving him fights, and eventually he will win one of them. They're trying to just make sure he's boxed, waiting for him to re-swing, and even trying to bait them on the reload. He has, but now he's stuck the reload. Was hoping that they'd move the first time. Batu moves a moment later.
The countdown going.
Well, we've been waiting for Reezy to arrive, and that was a moment that could have been the end, especially with this start.
Yeah, 5v4. I mean, Reezy did so good on site, huh?
But they're still going for now.
I think the difficulty for FIREFLUX is not to fall into what we saw in Haven at times, and Petra brought this up on the desk, playing very passive on that defensive side late on. We don't see them take as many of those aggressive fights and stances. Here, holding back on the site doesn't work. They crumble, but Reezy fights his way back into it. It's when
Full eco on this one. Kicks is going to have enough money to buy an op if that's what they want.
Land their hardest hits, and I want to see that from them again. Maybe not from Hezekiah. His benefit is sitting back, is waiting.
Yeah.
He got shut down, surprised last time. Again, Purpo will challenge him, but only with the pistols. That's already gone. The flanker dealt with.
Kind of looks like they're on top of the fact they like to play C passive.
And indeed has back up with
Like
Reezy
they don't
stepping
seem
in
to
help.
fight any of this.
Confidence boosting rounds.
Might just be because it's an eco and round before and it's
Rex.
coincidence, but
A couple of orbs would be nice. A kill and a death. a couple of kills.
I think this boy wants it.
Yeah, I think Batu might as well. There's a few ults that are getting ever closer. Kachow's also low, but hey, an execution. 4
Right,
rounds
4.
the difference now. Again, a similar scenario at 10-2 down. But there's been a pattern brewing on this scoreboard.
Moonlight, why are you rage baiting out
coming
here?
every 2 for Liquid. And they've got to buy once again. But
I know you're trying to get reactions.
Is Trex.
Yeah, you know, normally you would look at this and go, oh, well, this half so far, FIREFLUX look like the better squad. Team Liquid are struggling to connect rounds, but they're 10-2 up in the first half, so no one really cares, you know? Round here or there is just fine. They end up closing it out. It's what happened on Haven. It was enough to carry them across the line, and here, 1 out of 4 of what remains. They'll dodge the initial utility. A cage won't cover Nats on the cross. Unfortunately, the Prowler has
Did so much util. It's 3. He knows there's 3 here. Everyone else can fast react.
The cage gives cover. The trade at least.
The fast react is a walk into B, and then these 3 just need to make sound. Ah, dude, you just let Purple play. The Lurking Jet.
This time, he might
They've
just
been beaten by the rank strats.
perfectly pounced at the exact right time. It's a freebie on Reezy, the man who saved so many rounds, and now more heroes needed for FIREFLUX.
They saw them going back. They think the site has been disrupted, but Hezekiah's still here, not for long. Batu, though, I said he was on Pi
45
earlier.
HP.
3 kills and 14 deaths, but there's been a comeback. And as they
Give me that
the site
timeout.
was clear, Kachow takes his time to strike.
Does feel
12-9.
does feel like Haven again.
FIREFLUX have broken
Just
the trend.
Take away the
But are
Lurking
they
Jet.
trending upwards to
Maybe
6
play
rounds
together.
in a row as they hit the halfway point?
Well, one of the things I said was I didn't want to see them lose that that aggressive defensive stance. Certainly didn't lose it here. Deading running it down.
Oh, what
with
is
some
that?
backup.
Hit it while moving.
They took their space early. They got their rotates in. They held their sight. FIREFLUX, they're putting the pieces together. But this puzzle has a timer, and they might have started a little bit too late. Still 3 in a row needed. And Team Liquid much more patient this time. They're playing with pistols. If anything, this could be to the detriment of FIREFLUX. Look at them now grouped up. This is going to be a death ball from Team Liquid, something FIREFLUX are more than familiar with. The first few shots of the defense don't land, and that means they've lost the long-range angles.
Deading gets a kill, he gets his
Less
ult.
choke points now between them and the force of
I mean,
the
Sight's a little
attackers
weak.
that's about to come funneling through that choke point. Kachow's only got himself 1 as the reload comes in, but back up there from Deading. They won't lose a single
Apparently
soul.
not.
With an end zone flawless, just 2 more needed. And Tom, I'm there again. I hate to say it.
I'm not.
I'm starting to believe.
No, not this time.
They got a showstopper online, Tom. Credits pushed to the limit for Team Liquid.
It's Liquid in the lower bracket. They've got their second pause as well. Although I will say at the last map, it seemed to have no correlation with victory, but they just need 1. We talk about the coaching staff of Liquid as maybe the greatest at countering teams on Earth. Very good at prep.
Yeah, they gotta just stick together now.
There's
There's no way I see Purple luck from B.
They need 1 round. That's it. The cheesiest strategy you've ever thought of. Something that you could use
You're up against a
once,
Razor,
and
right?
it will never, ever work again. And that's them at Champions. That's them in the lower bracket final. That's all they need. But asking for that wisdom in the perfect moment at the perfect time, you know. It's like you asking me to commentate one of your rounds in rank. People do that a lot, by the way.
Hey, this man beside me, Uli, he does that a lot. I've heard him. Should hear him commentate in the ranked games. He's actually pretty good at it as well. You got something to say?
What's up? I didn't hear you.
I said you're a ranked game caster.
I'm a ranked game caster.
Absolutely, sir.
Yeah, sure. You
One of the best.
Thank you.
You're very welcome, sir. You're very welcome.
He's like,
listen,
what?
This is the thing for FIREFLUX. 2 rounds, sure. They come in as well with a showstopper and 1 away from a Viper's pit. The right
Who are they
ultis
talking
are coming
to?
online at the
Quadra K.
right time. They have safety nets.
Himself.
On the other side, close to a showstopper on camo. Liquid might have something to bail them out, but a more direct strategy for the attack might be off the table with Deading having the potential to, well, play more than a few at 1 shot.
We're looking for that fight. Immediately in they go, but it's Reezy once again. Pick 1 out of the air, Trex to trade, but Reezy He's finding
Oh boy,
those
how's it go?
again, the trades back, but
Good
Batu
trades
still
on this.
pushing the same position as the previous round, but Kicks is
Huge
fighting.
2v2. Dude, look at that
And Reed's
HP.
down
He's out in the tether. They know where he is.
Looking to try and
Surely.
hold the line instead. It's on this
Dude,
man
Kicks is
again.
ominal.
He won a 1v3
Yeah, that's nice.
earlier to keep them in
Oh,
the map,
that's
and he
nice.
has been sold a ruse. A story told by Kicks that makes him think this is A.
That's gorgeous. Yeah. He TP'd to here so he couldn't hear him. No matter where Denning was, unless he was pushing B main, which they knew he wasn't.
I mean,
He
they
still
had
thinks
Cypher
it's
info,
A.
yeah.
He still got it wrong. And look at Trex, implanted, waiting. The dagger in the back. Through the heart of FIREFLUX. This is the end
Very,
of
very
that
nice.
story.
Liquid to
Team
champs.
Liquid are on their way
They're
to
back.
champions and on the road
Okay, that's all
to
4
the
decided for
bracket.
EMEA.
Once more, they make the lower bracket final.
Dude, Trex
They
always
look
gets them.
for that
Always
Barcelona
gets them to
trophy.
champs.
But more importantly of all, they once again make
What is
the
that? Every year apart
internationals.
from 24, I think, for Liquid.
All the way to champions. Not from